In the bustling city of New York, where dreams flicker like neon lights and shadows cling to every corner, lived a woman named Mia Thompson. She was known for her warm smile, sharp intellect, and unwavering spirit. By day, she worked as a human rights lawyer, fighting for the voiceless, and by night, she indulged in her passion for painting, each brush stroke telling a story of hope and resilience. But Mia's world was shattered one fateful evening when her younger brother, Alex, fell victim to a tragic hit-and-run. The police investigation yielded nothing, and as days turned into weeks, the pain of loss morphed into a burning desire for justice. It was during this time of grief that Mia learned the truth. The driver who struck Alex was not just another faceless criminal. He was the son of a powerful businessman, someone who could easily erase any trace of accountability. Mia's heart twisted with rage as she realized that justice could be obscured by wealth and influence. This realization ignited a fire within her, a relentless pursuit to avenge her brother's untimely death. She began her own investigation, delving into the city's darker underbelly, uncovering secrets that pushed the boundaries of her morality. Her journey wasn't without obstacles. As Mia dug deeper, she faced threats from unseen foes, individuals hell-bent on silencing her. With every scrap of evidence she gathered, the walls grew tighter around her, yet so did her resolve. Fueled by sorrow and the memory of her brother's laughter, she pushed forward, fiercely determined to expose the truth. Mia consulted former colleagues, gathered intel from informants, and connected with influential figures who shared her disdain for the corrupt system. As she pieced together the shards of her brother's fate, she realized that her target wasn't merely the driver. They were part of a larger network that thrived on exploitation and deceit. As the clock ticked, Mia stood at a crossroads. She could either continue to play by the rules, risk losing everything, or embrace the darkness that beckoned her. Time became a relentless adversary, and as Mia contemplated her choices, she knew revenge could blur the lines between right and wrong. But for the first time in her life, the call for vengeance overshadowed her innate sense of justice. With a heavy heart, Mia made her decision. She would reclaim her brother's legacy, no matter the cost. The path of shadows awaited her, a treacherous road where morality twisted into a weapon of retribution. Mia had stepped into a world rife with danger, one where alliances shifted like smoke. She built connections with unexpected allies, including a disillusioned journalist named Brian, who had been following the powerful businessman for years. Together, they developed a plan, one that would unravel the web of deceit that had stolen Alex's life. With each passing day, Mia became more entrenched in her mission. She started to gather evidence against the businessman's empire: financial documents, illicit deals, and testimonies from those too afraid to speak out. While Mia was hardened by her purpose, Brian's journalistic eyes remained critical. He reminded her that the truth, once revealed, could empower countless others. As they went deeper into the investigation, they discovered that the businessman, Henry Blackwood, was involved in a web of corruption that extended beyond the hit-and-run incident. He had a long history of silencing dissenters, using intimidation tactics that ranged from bribery to violence. Mia watched as her righteous fury morphed into an intoxicating force, her thirst for revenge overshadowing her moral compass. One evening, as they sifted through stolen documents in a dimly lit warehouse, Mia found a piece of evidence that could expose Blackwood's criminal activity. But lurking shadows had caught wind of her intentions. Suddenly, they were ambushed by thugs sent by Blackwood to eliminate the threat. A harrowing struggle unfolded, plates of metal clashing as Mia fought fiercely, channeling her rage into survival. With the help of Brian, they narrowly escaped, their hearts pounding with adrenaline. As they regrouped, Mia faced an unsettling reality. She had crossed a line, embracing violence in a way she never imagined. The taste of darkness was addictive, and Mia grappled with the weight of her actions. But every thought of Alex's smile reignited her determination. She wasn't just fighting for revenge. She was fighting to reclaim her brother's memory. Emboldened by their survival, Mia and Brian orchestrated an intricate plan to draw Blackwood out into the open, setting the stage for a confrontation neither of them could predict. The night was dark and fraught with uncertainty, but Mia's resolve was unwavering. She had become a catalyst for change. And with each step, she was determined to make it right, no matter the consequences. As the shadows of night cloaked the city, Mia and Brian positioned themselves near an upscale gala hosted by Henry Blackwood. Amidst the glitterati and the clinking of champagne glasses, they knew this was their chance to expose him to a room full of influential people. Armed with evidence and a hidden camera, Mia calculated every move, understanding that this was not just about her brother anymore. It was about bringing an empire of corruption to its knees. With her heart pounding and adrenaline coursing through her veins, Mia entered the event disguised as a guest. She navigated through the throngs of wealthy elites, all oblivious to the storm brewing beneath the surface. Brian remained outside, monitoring their plan and ready to intervene if necessary. As the hours passed, Mia maneuvered through the crowd, gathering intel and setting the stage for the inevitable confrontation. She finally located Blackwood, surrounded by his entourage, laughing and boasting about his latest conquests. The man who had shattered her family was cocky, oblivious to the turmoil caused by his actions. Mia's grip tightened around the evidence hidden in her clutch, ready to unleash the truth onto this man who thought he was untouchable. Just as she was about to approach him, her phone buzzed, a text from Brian reading, "They know. They're on to you." Mia felt a wave of panic wash over her, but resilience surged within her. She couldn't turn back now. Too much was on the line. Summoning her courage, she approached Blackwood directly, capturing the attention of those around them. "Mr. Blackwood," she began, her voice steady yet defiant, "I believe you owe an explanation to the people you've wronged." The room fell silent, eyes turning toward her. Blackwood, taken aback but recovering quickly, smirked. "And who might you be, daring to address me in such a manner?" Mia held her ground. "I'm the sister of Alex Thompson, the boy you killed without a second thought. I'm here to reveal your corruption to everyone present." She raised the camera, broadcasting her evidence to the crowd. Whispers erupted as the guests recoiled in shock, grasping the depths of Blackwood's depravity. Mia's words resonated loudly, transforming her fear into a powerful catalyst for change. Confusion erupted as allies turned against each other, an undercurrent of truth slicing through the room of deceit. Blackwood, realizing the tides were turning, attempted to escape, but it was too late. Brian had already enlisted the help of law enforcement. The police descended upon the gala, ready to take action. As officers grappled with the businessman, a realization struck Mia. For the first time in months, she felt a flutter of hope, a promise that Alex's death would not just be a statistic lost to time. The darkness she had navigated was diminishing, leaving behind a sliver of light. But the victory was bittersweet. As Blackwood was taken away in handcuffs, Mia felt the heavy weight of her actions settle around her. She had embraced revenge and lost part of herself in the pursuit. Although she brought justice for Alex, the cost had altered her irrevocably. In the weeks that followed, Mia moved beyond the tragedy. She established an organization dedicated to helping families affected by similar devastating incidents, pushing for accountability in the name of justice. The shadows that once consumed her began to lift, replaced by the memories of her brother and the promise to live a life he would be proud of. Mia learned to channel her pain into purpose, weaving a tapestry of hope where darkness once ruled. Though the scars of revenge lingered, they became a part of her healing journey, a reminder that even in the depths of sorrow, one can rise, reclaim their voice, and become a beacon of strength for others. And as she picked up her brush to paint again, she knew that the final stroke would not be born from suffering but from resilience, illuminating a path of healing for herself and those she sought to protect. The shadows might have shaped her, but they no longer defined her. Mia Thompson had emerged from the storm, stronger and ready to face the world anew.